How's it going, guys? So, Ricky Burns knocks out Michele Di Rocco in the 6th round, I believe it was. Um, Might have been the 7th, I can't fucking remember. It was an easy fight, complete mismatch, as we all knew it would be. Do you know, guys, before we get too carried away and say that Ricky Burns is back and that he's a legitimate threat to the division, you know, like I said, let's not get too carried away with this because this opponent, first of all, Michele Di Rocco, anybody that had watched any of his previous fights knew what was going to happen here. He was terrible. I mean, that's all I can say about him. Terrible. For those of you who don't know, Michele Di Rocco received a gift decision against Lenny Lightning Dawes. Now, if anybody has seen Lenny Dawes fight before, not a world class fighter, a very low level domestic fighter to say the least. Yeah, Michele Di Rocco got a hometown decision against him. He had several dubious decisions in his career. He never fought anybody good. Had no defense whatsoever. No boxing skill, nothing. Just a very crude, one-dimensional, come-forward slugger with really no technique at all. So yeah, I'm not going to get too carried away with this. Congratulations to Ricky Burns winning a world title, but yeah, the opponent can't really say much for him. Do you know what, guys? Let me just tell you. Let me just be as blunt as I can. Ricky Burns, he may have a belt, but he ain't gonna do shit at 140. I'm telling you guys that right now. None of these belt holders, these other guys, will be losing any sleep over Ricky Burns. Ricky Burns earlier on in his career when he was fighting at 130, he had let's just say he was pretty much a weight bully. He was boiling down to make weight, fighting all these smaller guys, and he was having an advantage against smaller guys. And when he picked up the WBO belt, he defeated Roman Martinez. That to this day is probably Ricky Burns' best victory. And when Adrian Broner became Burns' mandatory, Ricky Burns gave up the title as quick as possible and moved up in weight, claiming he couldn't make weight anymore. He then got a vacant shot at the WBO belt against Michael Katsidis at lightweight. Michael Katsidis, completely washed up fighter, years past his prime, was never the same after getting absolutely destroyed by Marquez, and Ricky Burns managed to defeat him and get the belt, so that made him a two-weight champion. But since then it had all been downhill. He got his jaw broken and he got absolutely battered by Raymond Beltran. But he got given a draw. It was a hometown draw. He was absolutely taken to school by Terence Crawford. He was beaten by another guy. I forget the guy's name. It escapes me at the moment. The guy was, I think, 18-0. He was a southpaw. He beat Ricky Burns too. He went over to America and he fought Omar Figueroa. And I thought that he won that fight, but he never got the decision. So, when you think about it, guys, Ricky Burns really had no business fighting for a world title tonight. He really didn't. Neither of these guys did. Both of these guys very overrated. Not world class fighters at all. And I'm not going to get carried away with it. Would Ricky Burns have a chance against any of these guys? I mean, first of all, he's already been beaten by Crawford. Right? We saw what Crawford did to him. He totally handily took him to school. It was an easy fight in Burns' backyard. He didn't want to fight Broner, right? So likelihood is that fight ain't gonna happen. He's already made it clear that he's not interested in that fight. In fact, he avoided Adrian Broner twice. He was made several offers to fight him, and he turned it down. So where does he go from here? To be honest, I think he should just retire. Or if he doesn't retire, just fight one of these domestic guys in the UK. I was gonna say Willie Lemon, but he got stopped tonight also. So yeah, Willie Lemon got also stopped tonight, so Ricky Burns obviously ain't gonna fight him, is he? There's other guys he can fight. I'll have to go and look at the rankings, but I don't think that he'll. I think he's pretty much an overachiever. I think he's achieved all he's going to achieve in the sport, and I don't see him really going that much further, to be honest. Yeah, he's a three-weight world champion now, so yeah, he can be happy with his victory. Congratulations to him. He's made himself happy. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I'm out.